I walked away with a whole bag of items. Everything else was free. What? I think it's not too bad. Hello, beautiful. Welcome to my channel. I'm JoDee, and today we're going to be talking about a craft thrift store. What? Yes, can you believe it? I found a craft thrift store. For some reason, I didn't know there was one in my town, and I found one. I actually got told about it by my knitting instructor. I didn't even know that there was one here in town. So this year, I want to explore more of my creative side. And that means, still going to the thrift store and finding those amazing gems and finding really high quality items for very low price. But I also want to find ways to maximize my dollar. So I want to be doing thrift flips this year. I want to make things and I want to be creative. And part of that is going to the craft store, right? We spend a lot of money at the craft store. Well, but when it's a craft thrift store, you don't have to spend that much money. Ooh, I'm so excited about this. So if you like beauty on a budget, looking like $1 million bucks, but not spending $1 million bucks, hit that subscribe button right now, because this is your channel and I'm your girl. So today we're going to go to that craft thrift store, have some fun there. Then we'll take a trip to Joann's and we'll round it out with some crafting here at home. I want you to stick with me till the end and tell me, do you like the items that I make? Okay, so don't go anywhere just yet because I need to have your opinions. I'm a newbie sewer, but I want to get better this year and I'm going to try, and you're going to see my very first creations here on this channel, and you'll see my growth throughout the year. Today, because I found a new secondhand store, and this is not just your original thrift store, it's actually a secondhand art supply store, craft store. It's called Upstitch and it's in Albany, New York. Let's go inside and see what we can find. You've heard the term small but mighty, right? Well, this is one small but mighty little craft thrift store. On the right side, when you first walk in, you see all of this fabric. And it is actually fabric. It's not clothing or, curtains or anything like that. I actually was surprised. And then on the left-hand side, as you can see, there is all this yarn. There are needles. There's even a bin that says free yarn. Wouldn't it be so much fun to get some of that yarn and make a crazy sweater? I think the next time I go, I'll get some. As you can see, the quality of the yarn just varies from acrylic all the way up to wool. There's some stitch markers. It's just really a great little store that packs such a punch. And let me tell you, almost everything was about $3 or less. The books were just $1. I could not believe it, and I didn't know it until I actually went to go buy one. I probably would have got more. See, coming to a place like this is a great way to have a low investment into a potentially new to you craft. So if you're not sure if you're going to be good at something, go to the thrift store and look for items that you can use to get you started with a low investment. I'm so excited about learning how to knit and crochet this year. So for me, this is just really the best resource ever because I can use some of the books, some of the patterns, and even some of this beautiful fabric because I want to sew more this year as well. I have to say my mom and my grandfather were really good artists, and my aunt is a very good crocheter. So I come from a family of people who are artists, and guess what? My son got the bug, and he's an artist as well. I didn't think I was an artist until I started really just embracing the fact that I love to create things. As I'm looking at this right now, I really wish I would have got that dark mohair, darn it. And look at all these needles. All the needles were like $3. Let me tell you, we're going to go to the craft store in a little bit in this video, and I'm going to show you exactly how expensive they are. I'm telling you, this is a great deal. Another cute thing about this store is if you go into the back, you see that they actually offer lessons. Now, this is kind of like a space that's all in one. The lady that was helping me said she didn't know much about this part, but as you can see, there's pottery wheels there, and there are pieces of artwork and canvas. So there's really a great opportunity to learn more about arts in this building, and I can't wait to find out more about it. That was a precious little thrift store. And I have to say, they were really nice, very helpful. I wasn't able to find the knitting needle size that I want, but they took down my name and information and said that there was this big box. She just couldn't find it, and that she was going to look and get back in contact with me. So I really love that place, and had a lot of yarn and a lot of fabric, and the 2 free bins, which I thought were just like so exceptionally sweet, because, you know, sometimes people just can't afford things, but the prices were really great. I mean, excellent pricing for the thrift store. And I bought one thing. I spent a whole $1.08, and I got some brand new elastic because I wanted to make some skirts, and I want to make them with elastic waistbands. So yes, I got that for $1.08. But I walked away with a whole bag of items. Everything else was free. So I got some fabric, and I really liked this floral with the cream base. And then there was a lot of this cream, just generic cream, because that could be good for, and I'm thinking about project bags, tote bags. So I think this could be good for the inside of that. I think the cream could also be good for this too. I feel like this might be a sheet or something. It feels like it's been cut, so it might be just a piece of fabric. But I really liked the coloring on that, very neutral in tones. And then this could go with that. This feels like it might have been either a tablecloth or possibly a curtain. So I really like that. These 2 colors would go really pretty together, right? So I like that. And then this, I found a little piece of quilted fabric, and I would love to make some kind of bag with this. So I'm really excited. I got all of this right here for free. And really, they could have sold it for $1 or something, and, you know, I would have happily paid for it, but I'm so thankful. I love that store. Tell me what you think. K&C is back. OMG. I hope their cotton is back, because their cotton is amazing. It's at 25% off. I love K&C cotton. Let's go see. I don't see any K&C. Well, that's sad. That's pretty. It's not soft though. Big twist. I love this color. Got the sparkles. Clearance $5.47. No, thank you. That's not a clearance price. So at this point, the only K&C I see back is the bigger, chunkier. This is acrylic and alpaca. It's kind of rough, to be honest with you. I don't see any of my favorite cotton. They have some amazing cotton. Oh well, I'm gonna keep an eye out. They have this too. This feels weird. What is this? 100% wool. No cotton though. It makes me upset because I love their cotton. Although I'm looking at yarn in this video, we're not going to be doing any yarn crafts, but don't worry, they're coming because I've been doing a lot of crocheting and knitting. Okay, this is what I really came for. I need circular knitting needles. Whoa, they are expensive here. Holy cow. I need a 2 and a 5, but they are expensive. I just got out of Joann. I went in to get some needles, some new needles. These are small. They're size 2.75 millimeters, because I am going to cast on a crazy sweater, crazy yarn colors, and it calls for really tiny. Look how small those are. Woo! I don't know. I'm really loving knitting. It's you know, keeping my mind occupied. I'm having a good time. But these were expensive. I would love to have an interchangeable set. That's a goal for maybe at the end of the year. But these were 17. They were like $17 or $18 with tax, and I had a 50% off coupon. So they were still like $9 and some change. I don't like the prices on these, so I'm going to keep out an eye when I'm thrifting for these as I go around, but I couldn't find any at that small secondhand store that had the big long wire, because it's going to be for a sweater, so you need to have extra space on the needles. Either way, I'm excited to cast on. Now I'm at Michael's looking for lace weight yarn, and I think I found what I want. It's just not in the right color. And you're about to get a quick little sneak peek of a project that I'm working on. So this is the aisle, and this is the yarn. It's so perfect. I just don't know what color to put with this as its base, as it changes from color to color to color. Yellow's kind of, yellow's actually, I don't know, it's either yellow. I feel like black is too harsh. Purple does not go. I don't like purple. Light gray. This is considered beige. This doesn't look like beige to me. And I really would like a cream color, but all they have is stark white. It's definitely not that one. I don't know, I have to think about it, because I need a base color that's going to work with all of these. Oof, let's see. All right, I decided to go with the black after taking a black and white picture of the colors next to each other. As much as I liked the yellow and I felt like it matched, I also didn't think it was a contrast enough for all the bright and different colors that are going to be in the sweater, so I went with black. And it's buy one, get one free, so it's $3.99 plus $2, so for $6 plus tax for those two. What I'm learning about sewing is that 90% of it is ironing, cutting, and measuring. The rest is actually sewing. I started out with my most favorite fabric, and it was that quilted fabric. And I'm not going to lie, as I started to cut this, I began to worry about my ability to do a really good job on this project. So I decided to take some measurements down and then revisit it at another time. And I picked some other fabric that I didn't mind if I messed up on. So here what you're seeing is I'm cutting out pieces of fabric that I want to put into a craft bag. As a crocheter or a knitter, A lot of us like to have our projects all in one location so you don't have to lose your needles, your yarn, your scissors, your measuring tape, anything that you might need. You can throw it in a bag together and it stays that way. So what I'm doing is I'm making project bags, and I'm just using some of the fabric that I got for free at that craft thrift store. I'm currently learning how to sew, so I figured this might be really easy enough to learn how to do squares. Okay, so this is the part where I'm going to ask my sewist friends to look away. I am going to try to install a zipper for the first time. And so, wish me luck. Okay, here's the test. What? I think it's not too bad. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna tack down this because I've seen people do that. And that at the bottom, but oh, I did my first zipper. And then I finished off some of my projects with a little bit of hand sewing, and that was it. I'm really proud of myself for learning how to install a zipper. I will probably look for my zipper foot. I know those of you who know how to sew probably were screaming, use the zipper foot. Don't worry, I'll find it next time. I'm pretty proud of what I made. I made 3 project bags, and now I have all of my projects separated and they're protected from my animals, because let me tell you, that little kitty cat right there, he loves his yarn. I really love to hear what you think. I would love some kind feedback and support, because this is something new to me. I hope you enjoy it. And I had a great time making this video. And I hope you have a wonderful week, beautiful. I will see you next week. I'm so excited. And this is going to be a great time together. Until then, I'll talk to you later.